Bram Stoker's Dracula is a Gothic horror novel first published in 1897. The story is told through a series of letters, diary entries, and other documents, and follows the journey of several characters as they encounter the infamous vampire, Count Dracula. The novel is set in England and Transylvania, and explores themes of superstition, religion, science, and the battle between good and evil. The novel begins with a young lawyer, Jonathan Harker, traveling to Transylvania to assist Count Dracula in purchasing a property in England. As Harker spends more time with Dracula, he becomes increasingly uneasy and realizes that he is being held captive. He eventually escapes and returns to England, but not before he discovers that Dracula is a vampire. Meanwhile, in England, Harker's fiancée, Mina, is staying with her friend Lucy. Lucy begins to experience strange symptoms, and her fiancé, Dr. Seward, calls in his mentor, Dr. Van Helsing, to help diagnose her. It soon becomes apparent that Lucy has been bitten by a vampire, and Dr. Van Helsing recruits a team of men to help destroy the vampire. As the team works to track down and destroy Dracula, they face several challenges, including the loss of one of their members, Lucy's transformation into a vampire, and Dracula's attempts to evade them. The team eventually succeeds in destroying Dracula, but not before he has caused significant harm and death. One of the most notable aspects of Dracula is the character of Count Dracula himself. He is portrayed as a complex and mysterious figure with a dark and seductive charisma that draws in those around him. He is also depicted as an incredibly powerful and intelligent creature, able to control the minds of his victims and evade capture. Dracula's character has been the subject of countless adaptations and interpretations, and remains a cultural icon to this day. Another important theme in the novel is the role of science and technology in combating supernatural forces. Dr. Van Helsing, a respected doctor and scientist, is the leader of the team tasked with destroying Dracula. He approaches the problem with a scientific mindset, using tools like blood transfusions and garlic to combat the vampire's powers. This theme reflects the growing fascination with science and technology in the late 19th century, and the belief that they could be used to conquer even the most ancient and powerful forces of evil. Religion and superstition also play a significant role in the novel. Several characters, including Dr. Van Helsing and Mina, rely on their faith to help them in their battle against Dracula. On the other hand, the novel also portrays the dangers of blind faith and superstition, as characters like Renfield and the villagers in Transylvania are consumed by their beliefs and become pawns of the vampire. Dracula also explores themes of gender and sexuality. Lucy, in particular, is depicted as a sexually liberated woman, with multiple suitors and a willingness to explore her desires. However, this freedom ultimately leads to her downfall, as she becomes a victim of Dracula's seduction. Mina, on the other hand, is portrayed as more traditional and chaste, but is ultimately the most useful member of the team due to her intelligence and resourcefulness. Overall, Dracula is a timeless classic that has had a significant impact on popular culture. Its themes of science, religion, and sexuality continue to resonate with readers today, and its portrayal of the iconic Count Dracula has cemented his place as one of the most enduring villains in literary history.